Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and today's video we are going to compare Potter's Schmincke. I have 4 different brands. I have Winsor Newton, I have Daniel Smith, I have Schmincke, and then I have a Gallo. A Gallo, I think that's what you say it. This is the Italian small company that does their watercolors handmade, and they usually sell out. So I was able to buy them when they had a restock. Before we continue, I want to thank everyone for hanging in there with me. I'm just starting a new job teaching, and pretty much for the past 3 weeks that's all I've been doing. Trying to get used to the new role, trying to get to know the students, trying to learn the curriculum. So it's been crazy. I've been staying a lot of hours after school, trying to set up my classroom and working on the curriculum. And yep, so I haven't had a lot of time actually to do art, so it's very stressful, but hopefully once I get used to it, I'm able to balance everything again: my family, my work, and my art. That's what I'm hoping. So thank you so much. I know I didn't post the video last week, and I actually filmed my Gallo. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. I actually filmed the video for this, but I had to do a voiceover, and that takes me a while, so I decided to do this video instead. And again, thank you for hanging in there for me, with me, and hopefully I get back to the routine. I really love posting my videos here on YouTube. I think I really like the community that I'm building, and I appreciate everybody's support, and I still can't believe I have a channel to begin with. So I'm going to stop on that, but I will remind you, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you become part of this little community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. So let's begin. So I know I made this circles, they're all bad. I'm sorry if it bothers you. It bothers me, but I am so tired. I don't even want to fix it at this point. I just want to get on with the video, because that's the point. So first I have Potter's Schmincke by Daniel Smith. If this was the first Potter's Schmincke that I bought, and I don't know if you could tell, but the binder is separating from the pigment, and this has to be my least favorite. There is something about it that is just so dry, and I just don't find it as beautiful as the other 3. And I've noticed that with this Potter pink, if you put it on a pan, it's going to dry really bad. It's going to shrink a lot, and it's going to be really hard for you to re-wet with the Daniel Smith. I've done the one with what's it called, with Winsor Newton, and I didn't get that problem as much. Okay, and as you see, now the reason I love Potter's Schmincke is because look at the granulation that you get. That is a stunning granulation, and I love granulating pigments. And I don't know if you could tell the way it's behaving. I think maybe because it has a lot of the binder with it when I took it out of the tube. But look at that. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay, then I'm going with Winsor Newton. This is the second one that I tried, because there is a video, if I find it, I'm going to link it down below, where this person is talking about the history of Potter's Schmincke. And if I'm not mistaken, you see how this one is a little bit different. Winsor Newton was the first one who did Potter's Schmincke, and I believe a lot of brands don't carry Potter's Schmincke because it's actually like expensive pigment, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if you could tell, but like look at the difference of how this one is rewetting versus that one. And maybe it could be because of the Daniel Smith had all that binder. But even like that, look at how beautiful. Again, sorry about the circles. Look at that. You see the granulation right away. Gorgeous. I am also swatching on the back of the moleskin sketchbook. So that could be also affecting the way the paints are behaving. It's working a little bit. Next one, I have the Schmincke Potter's Pink. I heard a lot of people really like the Schmincke, so I decided to give it a go. It's coming out. There we go. Now, I got this one maybe a few months ago. I don't remember. But on simple. Oh, look at that. You could tell right away how it re-wets. Beautiful. Like the formula, so much better. Look at that. You get to see the granulation right away. Okay, and the last one is a Gallo. And the video, hopefully if I have time to do it this weekend, it will be coming up. And I'll show you what I got and how they look. So this is a sneak peek. Now, of course, this one you have to let it sit for a little bit. There we go. But to be on a pan, it is really re-wetting beautifully. At least in my experience, when I did, when I pour my Daniel Smith into a pan, it just didn't work as well. But look at that. It's more, this, I would say this is a little bit more pinkish than the rest. Like this really soft pink. Really pretty actually. And you still get that granulation. Look at that. Beautiful. I actually preferred the Gallo more. I don't know if you could tell. Also, like I mentioned, it might be because it's on a pan and it's going to need a while for it to sit. Usually they tell you to wet your pans, let them sit for a little bit, and then you go ahead and start painting, but I rarely do that, especially because the Gallo watercolors are made with honey. So the honey is a humectant, so it's going to make them, it kind of leaves them sticky and a little moist, so it's easier for you to re-wet the colors. But look at that. That is gorgeous. I really don't like the Daniel Smith, and this swatch is horrible. I'm guessing because it came out with a lot of binder, so it made it really like sticky, and I don't know if you could tell here, like all the pigment is stuck in there. So I mentioned before too, I just didn't like it from the beginning. I like the Winsor Newton's Powder Pink a little bit better, but my two winners have to be the Potter's Pink from Schmincke and the Potter's Pink from Gallo. Those two are gorgeous, especially this one. It's very subtle, beautiful. I think I do have some swatches that I did using the Potter's Pink. Here we go. This is from Daniel Smith. This was done in 2020. But as you can tell, you could really make some beautiful mixes with the Potter's Pink. Here we have it with ultramarine. Here we have it with Naples yellow, with burnt umber. Look at that beautiful color. Quinacridone gold. Look at that. You really get to see the granulation. This is perylene green. Let me see with some reds. Oh, sap green. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. This is Carmine by Sennelier. And this was Pyro Scarlet by Daniel Smith. So you do make those beautiful mixes and you get the beautiful granulation as well. It kind of dulls the color. So it kind of, how can I explain it? It dulls the color, but it doesn't make them look so faded and old. You still get some vibrancy, but it's just not, how can I put it? You get the vibrancy, but it doesn't look faded. It just looks a little bit dull, but there's still some color coming out of it. So these are beautiful. If you love granulation, if you want to tone down perhaps your colors, then maybe experimenting with Potter's Pink would be a good idea for you. I wanted to get the Potter's Pink by, what's the name? Oh goodness, what's the name of that brand? Roman Schmincke, that's the name of the brand, but I just couldn't justify just put it in order just for that color from Jackson's. So yep, these are the 4 that I have. Please let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Like I mentioned, mine is the Schmincke and the Potter's Pink by a Gallo. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous Potter's Pink. It's just too bad that, well, it's not too bad because they're a handmade, small handmade company, and they are very successful because their watercolors are actually very good quality. Their art is great quality, and you could tell. But if you're able to get your hands on the Potter's Pink from a Gallo, I would definitely recommend you do. And perhaps the Schmincke. My last would be against the Daniel Smith. That one since the very beginning, I just didn't like it. But yeah, please let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and if you have any other brand that you have used, let me know in the comments as well. I know for a fact that Roman Schmincke has a Potter's Pink. Not every brand has a Potter's Pink, but if you know of any other brand that I didn't mention in here, please let me know, and maybe I'll check it out in the future. And if you want another color that you want me to do comparisons, so far I've done Quinacridone Gold. I'm going to do Potter's Pink, and then maybe either I'm thinking of Quinacridone Magenta, or there was another one, Sap Greens. I love Sap Greens, so maybe I do a comparison of Sap Green. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your patience and support, and hopefully I'll be back next week to do the A Gallo video. Until then, please stay safe, rest, and I'll see you next time. Bye.